Hi, everybody. This is a Unit 1 pre-assessment going over what the test looks like. The post-assessment will match identically what this pre-assessment looks like. So number 1 on the post-assessment, we'll also have 4 questions that look very similar. I mean, almost identical to this, just different numbers. Number 2, set up the exact same way, just different numbers, and so on and so forth throughout the whole assessment. So watching this video, maybe building some practice problems at home would really help for the test a great deal. So really quick, evaluate or solve each expression below. Kids could probably look at this and do 18 times 5, and then maybe use that double and half strategy. So we have 18 times 5, and if I cut this one in half, I would get 9. Double the 5 to 10, and there's your 90. Or we might just move these parentheses around because it's associative property, and they might just do the 2 times 5 first to make 10. 10 times 9 is also 90. So either way, whatever works for you. Letter B is the same exact thing. You could maybe do the 5 times 2 first to make your 10, and 10 times 13 is 130. Letter C, this is 50 groups of 64. Take away one group of 64. So for that one, I think it's hard to multiply 50 times 64. So if we use our half and double strategy again, if we double this to make 100, which is a great friendly number, 100, we have to cut 64 in half. Half of 6 is a 3. Half of 4 is a 2. Now it's very easy to do 100 times 32. So there's our 3,200. And then we're going to do minus 64. So we have 3,200 minus 64. Subtracting with zeros could be tricky, so sometimes I just like to do it kind of mentally, take some notes. So if I have 3,200, take away 60, if it was just 60, that'd leave me with 3,140. And then I have to take off the 4, so we're at 3,136 for our final answer. 3,136. Letter D is kind of a tricky one because you have a whole bunch of operations to do with parentheses, and then you see an add sign right here, an addition right here. I think the best strategy for this one is maybe like section these off. So we're gonna have like dotted line here on your test, and maybe make a dotted line here, and then work out section 1, get an answer. Work out section 2, get a final answer. Work out section 3, get your answer, and then finally, last step would be to add them all together. So for this one, we have 24 doubled. 24 times 2 is 48. 12 times 2 is kind of hard. Maybe we say 2 times 3 first to make 6. 6 times 4 is 24. And then in this one, I'd probably think of 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. And again, those were addition. So we need to add all these numbers together. 36 and 24 would make 60. 60 plus 48 is 108. Come down to number 2, fill in the blanks to make each set of equations true. So this is like really looking at the strategies. In the first one, it's 99 groups of 497 plus one extra group of 497 would give you how many groups of 497? So you have a blank here and a blank here. Some kids think that the answer is going to go here. This is just trying to show, do you know what strategy is being used right here? That would build 100 groups of 497. And the last line is going to be finally where our final answer goes. So we have 497 times 1 is 497 with 1, 2 zeros on it. 1, 2, 3, comma, 49,700. B, we have 98 groups of 36. So we look over here, and I see we're taking 2 groups away. Like in this one, we were adding an extra group, but this one we have to take 2 groups of 36 away. So how could I get 98? What number could I put here to get 98 groups of 36? If I put 100, take away 2 groups, and now we'll have to find that final answer. So 98 times 36, difficult problem to do, but you might just do 3,600 minus, if we double 36, that's 72. So you have 3,600, take away 72. 3,600 minus 70 is 3,530. That's taking away just 70, and then we take away 2 more. You're at 3,528. Let's clean that up so we can see everything. So that would be called the over-under strategy. It looks like in letter number 1, we used some double and half. But in number 2, our previous video talked about the over and under strategy for multiplying. This was one extra group, so we're a little bit under. And this one, 100, we're a little bit over the 98, so we're taking 2 groups away. That's why it's the over and under. And number 3, fill in the missing number in the equation below. Then describe how you can use a number relationship to fill in the blank without actually having to solve 16 times 14. So again, this one is definitely using, for your description, you might just write double and half. And I promise the post assessment is the exact, or half and double and half, we'll call it half and double. That's what we've been calling it, half and double. Same exact question. It's going to be focusing on half and double. If you write that for your explanation, that is all I need to see. So you can see here how I knew that was half and double, because the 28 is getting cut in half to make 14. So that's getting cut in half. There's your half. Then what number would I double to make 16? Be careful you don't put 32 here. If you put 32 here, you're going to be cutting 28 in half, and you're also cutting 32 in half. We don't want to do half and half, not coffee creamer. We need to do what number double to make 16? 8 times 2 makes a 16. Cut the 28 in half. There, those are now equal. Okay, moving on. Number 4, just true or false, and then tell why or what do you see wrong or correct. In letter A, I bet if I give you a second, you could find out that, I see this is getting cut in half, and this is getting doubled perfectly. So we're going to say true, and it's because of half and double. In letter B, I see 3 times 4 times 6, 3 times 4 times 6. Only thing that moved were the parentheses, so that's true. And we can say that one is the associative property. In letter C, we have 58 groups of 17 is equal to, and then they're going to do some over-under right here. We see the parentheses. We're thinking over-under. It's 60 groups of 17 plus 2 more groups of 17. That side is 58 groups of 17. This would be a total of 62 groups of 17. So that one's going to be false. There's no way 58 times 17 is going to be equal to 62 times 17. So the explanation there is maybe they could have said, if we just put minus there, that would be true. 60 groups take away 2 groups. So you just put, add or subtract instead of add. So we can put subtract instead of add. And we draw an arrow to that right there. Okay, number 5. This is to write an expression, and they're giving you hints of how to solve this, or not, actually how to write out the expression. So in the expression, we do not need an answer. You're just writing out what they're going to do in the problem. So this is find 15 times 18. This person is going to double in half. Can you show me how you would double in half 15 times 18? Can't cut the 15 in half, so we'll cut 18 in half and make it a 9. So double the 15 to 30. Because 15 times 18, I can't do that really easily and quickly, but I can do 30 times 9. It's 270. So that answer is 270. That's all I need to do. Letter B, 9 times 26. They're going to say I'm going to do 10 times 26 and take away one group of 26. So that would be the over-under strategy. So we're just going to show 10 times 26. It tells you what to do right there. I like to use parentheses in our over-under. 10 times 26. Subtract, it even tells you what to do. Subtract one group of 26. And we've been talking a lot about group of, meaning multiply, so we know 1 times 26. No answer needed there. Letter C, how do you find a volume of a box that's 18 by 21 base and 37 layers? Students, this is just like our number corner, so you could think my base was an 18 by 21. 18 by 21. That would tell you the area of the base, how many cubes are on the bottom layer. And then we have 37 layers. So if one layer has whatever big number that's going to be, times 37 layers. Okay, so there's page 1 of our study guide. I'll put page 2 and page 3 up next. Thank you so much.